Hello there. Have you seen the first 3 episodes of Star Wars The Acolyte? Isn't it fantastic? Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 207. My thoughts on Star Wars The Acolyte, the first 3 episodes. Okay, so like many of you, I've watched the first 3 episodes of The Acolyte. I have seen a lot of hatred on YouTube from people posting videos on how bad it is and how much they hate it and how much Star Wars is dead. Well, you know what? I hate to ruin your bubble, but they've been saying Star Wars is dead for like what, 10 years now? Almost since Disney bought the thing. And yet it continues on. Now, I have not watched any of the, let's call them hater videos, or people who dislike the series. And I purposely did not watch any of them before I had a chance to post my thoughts about it. At least not yet, I haven't watched them. I probably will after I post this, just to see how my thoughts line up with their thoughts. And I have a feeling my thoughts are going to be a bit different than their thoughts. So, do I think it is a fantastic series? No, I don't. Not even close. I would say it's more of a mediocre series, an average series. Nothing special as far as what I see. Have I been enjoying it? Yeah, I guess you could say I've been enjoying it. I've been sitting down, I've been watching it. And yes, there are parts that I question a bit. But you know, when I think of the overall canon that Disney has been putting forth, it fits right in with what they've been doing. Now, do I think I'm going to like the rest of the series when it comes out? Who knows? Next episode could change all that, and I could totally change my opinion on the show. So I'm just going to talk about these first 3 episodes. And now, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the shows, you might want to shut it off here, because I'm going to be talking about things that happened during the series. Before I do that, though, I would like to ask you to like this video, share it with your friends. Everybody, put your opinions on how you feel in the comment section below. And of course, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when new videos come up. Okay? Now, let's get into how I feel about the show. Well, first of all, if you've watched the show, you know that it takes place 100 years before The Phantom Menace, or approximately 100 years. So we don't have any of the characters that we're familiar with from the prequel series or the original series. Okay, so that's out of the way. Who knows, maybe Yoda will show up. After all, he's 900 years old. So he is around, but hopefully not. I hope they leave him out. Also, this show is bringing us to new parts of the Star Wars universe. And I always like that. Because let's face it, between the prequel series and the sequel series and a lot of the television shows so far, they keep going back to the same planets over and over and over. So it's kind of nice to see the universe expanded. It's nice to see new species on the screen. Granted, we may not deal a whole lot with them, but at least we're seeing something. I've also noticed that the Jedis are acting a little different than what we're used to seeing, but I'm chalking that up to it's 100 years earlier. Look at our planet and how things have changed in the last 100 years. Heck, 100 years ago, we were right smack between 2 world wars. So why shouldn't there be changes in the Star Wars universe? It should not be the same as it was in the original trilogy. And if it was, I'd be thinking to myself, does nothing ever happen in this world? Think about it. So yes, I'm kind of glad to see that there is some changes going on here. Well, the big controversy in a lot of these videos seems to be about the witches. To me, it didn't matter. In the Clone Wars and Ahsoka series, we've already seen Night Sisters, and many people consider them to be witches. Just like a lot of people who weren't Jedis, just the common folk, consider Jedi to be wizards. Okay, the old space wizard, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Why is this such a big deal to everybody? I don't quite understand. So we've had wizards. It's even been mentioned in the expanded series and in the original series. What's the big deal about having witches? And witches are female. They've got a coven of witches. We've seen that too in our history. So what's the big deal again? That to me really didn't matter much. The next thing would be the Force. Well, the witches don't consider the Force as the Force. They call it the thread. Do I have a problem with that? No. You go to different parts of our own world and you'll see this very same thing referred to in different manners. We're in a different part of the Star Wars universe. Are they going to call it the Force? They probably don't even use, well, we know they don't use it like the Jedis do. The witches use it in different manners. They call it the thread. It's the same thing, different name. Just like in our world, things that are in Africa are going to be called different than they are here. So that didn't bother me at all, that they're referring to it as the thread. Now, of course, probably the biggest controversy, especially in episode 3, like I said, spoiler alert, was the creation of the twins. Okay, the witches used the thread or the Force to create the twins. The twins have no father. They have a mother, but no father. Where have we seen this before? I think in The Phantom Menace, we had somebody called Anakin Skywalker who basically had the same type of thing happen. We had somebody born without a father, probably born through the Force to create balance to the Force. Did we have a lot of people objecting to that? Well, there was a little controversy when the movie first came out. Nowadays, everybody just accepts it. That's the way it is, which is what I feel could happen 10 years from now with the witches having the twins. Okay, what's another example? Well, look what the sequel series. Who do we have trying to create somebody from the Force? We've got Palpatine himself, Darth Sidious, trying to make clones embedded with the Force. Of course, he's not very good at it. He never was very successful with it. So there again, I don't see a real big problem with it. We've already seen similar things throughout the Star Wars universe, part of canon in the Star Wars universe. So what's the big deal? Like I said, my opinion here does not line up with a lot of people's opinion out there. But so far, I haven't really seen enough to really make me want to turn off the series. Now, like I said, episode 4 could be completely different. Who knows? It might bring in things that, okay, yep, I'm done. As far as I'm concerned with this series, forget it. And it's kind of like the Doctor Who series. I like the Doctor Who series up to Peter Capaldi. I think that's how you say his name. I haven't watched much of Doctor Who since then. And the latest series of Doctor Who, I have not watched any of the new Doctor's episodes yet. I did watch the Christmas special. Really didn't kind of like the way they turned things on its head at the end of that episode. So, all right, they're trying to find their own little niche there, but they're losing the major audience. And a lot of people think that's what they're doing here to Star Wars too. But like I said, so far what they've done does have basis in previous Star Wars canon. So I'm not really seeing a major problem with it yet. Who knows what I think there's 8 episodes in this, so we've got 5 to go. Who knows what those 5 episodes will bring? Well, I tell you, those are my opinions. I'd like to hear your opinions, so leave a comment in there. Do you agree with me, or am I way off base with this? Yes, I see a little bit of wokeness in it. I don't think it's been enough to really bother me a whole lot, but who knows? I know it bothers some people a lot. Just look at all those YouTube videos that are out there. So once again, ask you, leave a comment. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? How do you feel about Star Wars The Acolyte? Do you like the series or not? Let's get a good discussion going on this one. And while you're down there below this video, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscription bell. Be nice to get a few more subscribers going on this channel. And I know I couldn't ask for a whole lot the last few weeks because I haven't been putting out a whole lot of videos. But good news, my leg is improving. I have started walking on it a little bit now with the help of crutches. So I'm hoping within a week or two, I'm going to be crutches free, but I'll still have the boot on for 3 weeks at least. So we'll see how things go. But we're making improvement. Well, that brings us to an end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, may the force be with you and keep collecting.